Hey everyone, Jessi with Cincy Lit Sisters with Bookish in the 513. Here is my deeper dive for my March and April reads. Again, sorry that I'm so late to the game. April was very busy. March, I had 7 reads. April, I only had 2, so that just shows how busy I was with work. We're gonna go ahead and dive on in. I will be using my phone for some notes that I've taken because it has been so long since I've picked a few of these books up, unfortunately. So bear with me. First on my list, Heated Rivalry. So this book, romance, LGBTQ, hockey, I mean, it's got it all. So rival hockey captains Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov hide a secret relationship between their fierce on-ice competition. As their attraction turns into real feelings, they must choose between protecting their careers and risking everything for each other. So this book, it was just so good. Like, the banner between the two main characters. One wants to protect his image because he's just, like, so worried about that. And the other one, he's more of, like, the bad boy, like, doesn't really give a crap. Highly recommend. So good. 5 stars. Next up was This Book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. So just the quick little blurb on it. So after her husband Joe dies, Tilly receives a surprise gift he arranged before his death. 12 books, one for each month of her first year without him. As the books inspire new adventures and connections, Tilly slowly learns how to heal, rediscover herself, and possibly open her heart to love again. So over the course of the year after she lost her husband, Tilly's just trying to navigate life, her career, staying busy, living without her husband. Each book that she gets helps her come out of her shell again. So highly recommend. Like, she goes on adventures. She tries cooking because she's a terrible cook. And like with each book, her deceased husband leaves a letter of why he picked the book. And it's just really heartfelt. It's so good. 5 stars all day long. Highly recommend. And then next up was a book for book club in March, Theo of Golden. 5 stars. Loved this book. So the little blurb on it, I'm going to probably read quite a bit of this one because it was really good. One spring morning, a stranger arrives in the city of Golden. No one knows where he has come from or why. His name is Theo, and he asks a lot more questions than he answers. Theo visits the local coffee house where pencil portraits are hung on the walls of the people of Golden. He begins buying them one at a time and putting them back in the rightful hands of their owners. With each exchange, a story is told, a friendship born, and a life altered. A story of giving and receiving, of seeing and being seen. Theo of Golden is a beautifully crafted novel with the power of creative generosity, the importance of wonder to a purposeful life, and the invisible threads of kindness that bind us to one another. So when Theo is giving these portraits back to their owners, a lot of them don't realize that they even have a portrait of themselves. So they are shocked when they open it. And just the stories that he just wants their life story. Like, tell me about you. Like, this is what I see in this portrait. And he helps these people realize that there is more to themselves than what they see. I think everyone should read this book because we need a lot more kindness in the world. This one really hit home. And if this wouldn't have been a book club pick, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But I am so glad we did it for book club because this book has stayed with me. 5 stars. Highly, highly recommend. All right. Let's see. Next up is Older by Jennifer Hartman. I'm just going to read the blurb on the back because it's kind of shorter. Super good book. 5-star romance. So, before he discovered my age, he uncovered my heart. Bruised, abused, and victim to a loveless household, I shimmered with new life the moment he found me drowning my sorrows in a lake beneath the stars. A chance encounter, an unspoken connection. I was smitten. He was curious. But as everyone knows, fate can be decidedly cruel. He called me Haley, like the comet. I called him Reed. And my best friend, well, she called him Dad. So this is about a high school girl falling in love with her best friend's dad. When she first meets him, she doesn't realize it's her best friend's dad. So they are trying to navigate feelings that they don't want to feel for one another. So they're trying to get through high school with that, or she's trying to get through high school, not acting on these feelings. Same with the dad, Reed. He's trying not to act on anything because he's trying to rebuild his relationship with his daughter. Everything's going well, and he does not want to hurt his daughter or his daughter's friend Haley in the process of all this. Very good book. I highly recommend. 5 stars. Next on the list was Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I gave this 4 stars. So just a quick little blurb on it. In a hidden Tokyo cafe, customers can travel back in time under strict rules, including returning before the coffee gets cold. There's 4 stories in this book. The book explores love, regret, loss, and the healing power of second chances, even when the past cannot be changed. So this book, the customer, there's so many rules to it, which if you read the book, you'll discover all the rules, but they have to sit in one seat. They are poured a special cup of coffee. They take that coffee with them. They go back to the past. They cannot move out of the seat that they're in, and it has to be in the coffee shop. So most of these people go back in time, and they are having a conversation with a loved one and just kind of altering the conversation to see if it goes different or like they get closure from that conversation. The only rule is they have to finish the coffee before it gets cold to return back to the present. And if they don't, they're stuck. Again, 4 stars, really good book. It really makes you think about like if you could go back in time and like change the way that you spoke to someone or just possibly a different outcome of the conversation. It was really good. 4 stars. Next up on the list, Quicksilver by Callie Hart. The thick book, the good book. This has been on my shelf for like over a year. I hate saying that. Like I kept putting it off, and I hate that I did because this book was amazing. Romantasy, 5 stars, all the good things. Just a quick blurb on it. Sarah Swain, a thief hiding dangerous magical powers, accidentally opens a gateway to a frozen fey realm and becomes bound to Kingfisher, a deadly and mysterious warrior. Caught in an ancient conflict, she must navigate magic, secrets, and betrayal while relying on the very man who may be her greatest threat and only hope of getting home. So Saris finds out that she's an alchemist once she gets over to the Fey world, and she is trying to help the Fey with their battles between each other. This is probably a really bad explanation. I'm sorry, but like this book is just so good. There's so much detail, but all the details needed, and it doesn't dive too much into the detail. If you like Fae, Romantasy, and you haven't read this book, pick it up. 5 stars. Go get it. Loved it. Next up is Picture Perfect. Tessa Bailey, 5 stars. Romance. Loved it. Little blurb. NHL rookie Robbie Corrigan agrees to help tough, no-nonsense softball pitcher Skylar Page win over her longtime crush by pretending to be her boyfriend during a family competition. But as their fake relationship grows more convincing, real feelings begin to develop, making it harder to tell what's pretend and what's real. Who doesn't love a book like the trope, like you're faking the relationship? So good. The banter between the 2 main characters, Skylar and Robbie, hilarious. Like Skylar does not put up with any crap, and she puts Robbie in his place, and I'm not going to say who starts falling first, but it's so good, the banter, and they do pretty good faking this relationship. So, highly recommend. 5 stars. So, those were my reads for March. I only had 2 reads for April, and first up is Amish Country Homicide by Susan Furlong. Love this author to death. She's great. This book was so good. And I'm going to read the blurb on the back. It's fairly short. So, investigating family secrets may cost them their lives. Returning home after years away, Elena Walsh is devastated to find her grandfather shot by a disguised gunman. And now someone wants her silenced next. Sheriff Caleb Mass, her former Amish childhood friend, is tasked with keeping her safe. Soon, Elena and Caleb uncover key evidence that reveals a link between her grandfather's cryptic final words, her mother's decades-old murder, and the recent death of a young woman. With family secrets unraveling and attacks against Elena escalating, they'll need to expose the killer's deadly scheme or risk getting caught in the crosshairs. Very good thriller mystery. This one also goes back on faith. Faith and religion is mentioned quite a bit in this book, and it was just a really good book. 5 stars. Susan, you did it again, girl. You did it. Love it. And last but not least for April, this was a book club book, The Astral Library by Kate Quinn. I gave this 4 stars. So literally, have you ever wished you could live inside of a book? So this, just a little blurb on it. Our main character, Alex Watson, a struggling young woman who finds comfort in books, discovers a hidden magical library where people can escape into the worlds of their favorite stories. As she trains under the mysterious librarian, Alex is drawn into a dangerous battle to protect the library from a powerful enemy threatening its existence. This book was really good. They jumped into a bunch of different stories, well, novels throughout the book. So I loved seeing that. I gave this book 4 stars just because I feel like more could have been done with it. It is like a normal size book. I feel like this book probably could have been twice the size, and I would have loved it even more. 4 stars. Magical realism, I guess, is what you would consider this one. Really good. If you like Kate Quinn, this isn't like her normal writing, but I highly recommend just like for the experience. Well, that was my March and April reads. Again, sorry I had my phone out for most of it. I just wanted to make sure that my reviews were more in depth for you, especially with some of these books being read 2 months ago. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!